Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Sheffield United Way. How are we all doing out there? Me and Ollie are very, very happy today. I'll bring him in straight away and say, Ollie, what does the title read of this video? Just at the top right there.
Just that bit. It says, Blades win promotion.
Promotion. I've still got my bottle from my thingy last night where I'm like, yeah, anyway, let's not talk about this. It's not all about Sheffield United, but most of it is.
The important bits are.
Yeah, exactly. So if anybody wants to say, well done, the Blades, for winning promotion, then go for it. Get it in the comments right now. We've already got a few Blades in here already. Wayne, Tyler, Joachim, you love to see it. You love to see it, Ollie. Do you know what else you love to see?
No, I don't think you love to see
the table, the predictions table. Look at that. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. I got 6 points. You got 2 points. I overtook you yet again. It's going back and forth. 286 to me, 285 to you. But that's not the most important thing to talk about right now.
Ooh.
Do you know what it is?
Important thing to talk about, Nick.
Well, guys, after Ollie decided not to turn up in the last prediction video, he had the audacity to message me and say, I'm going to be a bit late for this stream. Bear with me. And I'm not bearing with him. I'm not doing it. It's disgusting. It's disgraceful. You have let yourself down. You've let the Sheffield United way down. And most importantly, you have let me down, your master.
Jeez, I didn't realize that was your title. My word. You made that sound like a interesting relationship that we've got.
I stared at the camera as well. I stared you down.
I felt it, to be honest. I sort of shrunk into myself a little. No, yeah, you're right. I was late today, unfortunately. Unfortunately, you just can't rely on the train service in this country at any point. And so it's taken me a while to get home from Manchester. But you're right. I was here by about 5 past. That was fun. I'm not even really late.
Nah, 3 minutes past. I'll let you off. Actually, I said I'm gonna absolutely throw you under the bus in this video, and you went, all right. Yeah. You were like you felt so sorry for yourself.
I've had it's been a shocker, mate. Honestly, today's just been a shocker. So fortunately, I'm still riding the high. But yeah, I'm glad that today's over.
Yeah. Anyway, let's now talk about predictions, because we could talk about promotion all night, and we probably will get there at some point because we do have Blades predictions. So let's kick. Oh, no, you need to give everybody there. No, you're not done it. Right, let's move on. Let's not even think about that because Ollie has had about 7 mares already. So, yeah, I will be tanning his backside after this stream, guys. Don't worry about that for a second. Right, let's get into it. So we've got, first of all, Ollie, what have we got on screen right now?
A battle of the FCs.
Yeah.
Get one in early.
Good start. Very, very good start. Also, I see a battle of the cities coming up. A couple of battle of the cities coming up. I'm very excited. Blackpool Football Club versus Millwall Football Club. You went for a Millwall win. Care to explain?
Yeah, it's a really difficult one because Millwall are just in absolutely honking form, aren't they, quite frankly? Like, they have just got it all wrong. From being in a position where the playoff spot was theirs to really just make their own, they've just completely fallen off a cliff. They lost to Wigan last weekend. And I mean, come on, who loses to Wigan? And so, yeah, that made this one a difficult prediction for me. But the one thing that teams don't usually do is lose to Wigan. The second thing that nobody ever does is lose to Blackpool. So I'm going that Millwall at some point have to be able to get themselves back to a performance level that's good enough to have them in and around the playoffs. And to do that, they have to beat teams like Blackpool.
There you go. Lennon knows exactly what he's talking about. He's gone for a 1-1. That will definitely be the score, Lennon. So well done, mate. James Shribley's gone for a 2-1 Millwall win. I must ask, James, are you right? Do you sit at Bramall Lane right behind the dugouts? Because I think I might have seen you last night, but I wasn't 100% sure. Blackpool 0, Ollie FC 2 win has gone for. Fair play. Another 1-1. Millwall playoff dream over. Ollie will be devastated about that, Alessandro. So don't say that too loud. Another 0-0. Well, another draw. That's a 0-0 from Daniel. And if Daniel's saying it's an off the wall prediction. Thank you very much, Joachim, for being promoted. You'll love to see it. 27 SEK. Never know what that is. I've seen it a few times before, probably from Joachim, but I never know what SEK is. So if you want to let us know what SEK is, that'd be great. Does Ollie know?
No, he doesn't. Ollie does not know what SEK is. He might know in 30 seconds if you give him a moment.
30 seconds.
Hey. Swedish krona.
Or 27 seconds. Sorry. Anyway, let's move on. Swedish krona. I'd love to see it.
Yeah.
I need to stop saying that. I said you love to see it about 5 times to really important people last night. And I was like, I need to stop saying that. I'm just embarrassing myself. 1-0 Blackpool. Stuart has gone for. Niv. Yeah, I can't even say my own name. Nick, give that money straight to the Prince for the transfer fund. Yeah. I'm not going to say anymore. Yep.
Do it, Niv.
Yeah, Niv. Yeah, it was you. Fantastic. Love it. Yeah, Ryan Brewster was going absolutely crazy last night. I don't know if you've seen the videos.
He was loving it. Honestly, the fact he's worth the money just for that one night of him going absolutely insane and loving it at Bram Lane. That will do. That will do for us.
Absolutely. Yeah, I think we're all done. I've not said why I'm going for 1-1, and I'm not going to. So Bristol City versus Burnley. Do you know what? I was going to go for a draw, and I saw you gone for a draw, and I'm like, stuff it. Go for Burnley. Like, I do think they will be on the beach now. They've won it. They don't care. That's why I was going to go for a draw. But if I had to go between Bristol City and Burnley, I'd probably go for the champions of the Championship.
Yeah, agreed. I think in a tight game, you're always right to back Burnley, but they have been slumming it, shall we say, a little bit over the last few weeks. They've not been picking up all their major wins, but then again, maybe they did that on purpose because they wanted to win the title at the home of their biggest rivals, and that is utterly incredible and sounds like an absolute dream of a night. So I'm sure they've really, really enjoyed that, but I think that'll probably carry over now. I don't imagine they're going to be setting the same standards, playing at the same levels for the rest of the season, and that's why I'm just expecting a bit of chaos and a bit of fun from their games. We know they can score goals. If they maybe go on the beach, forget how to defend, could be in for a real good time watching them.
Yeah, most people are going for a Bristol City win here, other than Stuart, who's going for a Bristol City draw. Do you want to explain how that works, Stuart? Bristol City draw? Burnley, not a Burnley draw, just a Bristol City draw.
Bristol City draw.
Burnley get 0 points, Bristol City get 1. That doesn't sound like a very good deal.
I'd be all right with that, to be honest.
Yeah, we can't catch him, Ollie. We can't catch him.
If they get 0 points, we can.
We still can't catch him.
0 again, and 0 again, and then we play an extra game. Come on, Nick. We're going to play another game at the end of the season.
I'm going to say, where's Ollie going with this? You don't count pre-season games next season.
Of course you do. Yeah, you do. When we beat Park Steelers, when we play them in our first pre-season friendly, 3 points, champions.
There you go. Yeah, Stuart's just saying he put Bristol because that's the team.
Home team. Yeah, and it was 100% the right thing to do. Just saves time on typing.
Yeah. Or could just put 1-1. We're talking about Bristol City and never mind. It's all right. It's good. Do you know what else is good? Ollie?
What is it, Nick?
Bristol Cities! Come on! Get it. Coventry City. That's the most I've celebrated for Battle of the Cities all the way through these videos.
Yeah, you really enjoyed that one. But we've been a few weeks, had some barren weeks, haven't we, where we've not been able to celebrate any Battles of the Cities. I feel like it was an important one.
It was. And we've got another coming up, so very, very shortly. But I've gone for a 3-1 Coventry win in this game. You've gone for a 1-0. Coventry like scoring goals, so I've gone for a 3-1 Coventry win.
Yeah, I mean, Coventry do score a fair few, not spectacular numbers, if we're being honest, but they do all right. I think generally they've got a really strong defence as well. I think they've got the most clean sheets in the league, or at least they had last weekend. I've not actually checked since Saturday because I've been distracted by other things. But yeah, I think that sets them up in really good stead. I think these two playing against each other, Birmingham have got really nothing to go for. Coventry have just shot up after their wins in the last couple of weeks and are now 5th in the table. They'll really want to keep that going, really want to make sure they get that spot because, quite frankly, nobody else wants to finish in the playoffs and somebody has got to win some games at some point. I think it might be Coventry.
Yes, absolutely. Just want to read this because it had my name in it, and I couldn't read and talk at the same time. Unrelated point, Nick, but I was happy to hear lots of plaudits and respect in the press today about Blades fans not invading the pitch. Absolutely. Not one person went on that pitch other than Prince Abdullah, absolutely milking it, and you love to see it. I was sat with Yusuf, his daughter, James from Rainbow Blades, and it felt like everybody around us had gone on the pitch, and me and James just stood there like, do you think anyone would notice if we just went on the pitch in our suits as well? So we looked official.
Oh, you should have gone on. You should have been the only one who pitch invaded should have been you.
Done a big old Klinsmann dive somewhere
I
on the
loved
pitch.
it. I'd have cheered for that. Into corner.
Into corner, exactly. Right in front of the 3 West Brom fans that were left over. Yeah. So let's ignore that and just crack on. So we've got 2-0 Coventry from Callum, not one empty seat in the ground. Pusb. I can never remember what that means.
Something Sky Blues, I assume.
Yeah, play up Sky Blues.
Yeah,
that'll be
sense.
Answer.
Yeah, it's got to be. Yeah.
We got sorry, Nick, you just dropped something. Fair point. How about the bird would kiss Sander Berger? How about the bird would kiss?
I think he's saying if you'd gone with your partner, she would have been trying to kiss Sander Berger. I think that's where that one's going, Nick.
Fair point. Yeah, I would as well.
You would have fully supported that decision. I know I would have done.
Especially after scoring the first goal. Definitely. Yeah. Do you see the bloke in the Parker stroll on, shake hands and stroll off? I did not see that, Richard, but that sounds very, very funny. Now let's move on to another Hull City, Swansea City, Battle of the Cities. Yeah. Get in. Another Battle of the Cities. Now, Swansea are doing quite well at the moment, aren't they, Ollie?
Yeah, Swansea have been in great form. They're picking up some fantastic results. I think they've won 6 of the last 7, drawn the other one. Obviously, a fantastic win away at Norwich as well, which shows how good they are now on the road when they're travelling. Hull, meanwhile, we've said this a lot this season, and it's been disrespectful to Hull because they've not deserved it, because they've had moments where they've been good, and they picked up a very nice win against Watford last weekend, but they've just managed to consistently fly at that level that I just have very rarely taken any notice of them. And they've had decent moments, they've had bad moments, but ultimately they've just been a consistently mid-table team. I think Swansea at this very moment in time are slightly better than that, and they've got the most outside chance of the playoffs of any team in the division. They'll fancy it, and so I think they will pick up a win, but it's not going to matter because they're not going to make the playoffs anyway, but they'll be fancying it and having a go at it.
Fair enough. You might be right. You might be wrong. We will see in a couple of games.
Usually wrong, to be honest, if you go on experience at last few weeks.
Yeah, big shout out to Michael, absolute legend of the channel, member of the channel too. Wanted to give him a big shout out. He's saying that we're going to finish 15th in the Prem next season. And do you know what, Ollie? I'll take it.
I'll take that. 100%. Offer it me now. Happily. I'll skip forward 12 months if you offer me that right now.
Yep. Grab it. Hold on to it. Run away. Love it. Yep. Jimmy's on board too. Let's move on to Reading versus Wigan Athletic. Now, we've both gone for Reading wins. You alluded to the fact that nobody loses to Wigan. And Reading's not going to lose to Wigan, are they?
No, I don't think so. I think, on paper, when you look at the league table, there's only 3 points between these two teams. They're the two teams who have had points deductions, but I just think there's a lot more than that between the two squads in particular. I think Reading have got it in them. they're the team that I don't think are going to go down. I think they'll get themselves out of trouble, and I think they'll do it by winning games like this one. And it's a shame, but I think if they lose it, that will be curtains for Wigan. I think they've got to win and hope that other results go for them if they're not going to confirm their relegation this weekend. But unfortunately, I think this will be the one where we're saying goodbye.
Yeah, I think Stuart's got it nailed on here. Absolutely nailed on. 2-1. 2-1 to Reading. 2:18 a.m. here. Love that. Oh, God. Love that
What a
so
man.
much. For predictions. What a guy. What a guy. Biggest subscriber. I'm just saying because you're in every one of these, Ollie. So I don't know why anyone watches them,
I was just going to say, I was like, wait a minute. So you're saying the predictions are the ones that you wouldn't turn into, and they're the only ones that I do consistently. That's an interesting take. Thanks for that, mate.
You say consistently. Where were you last week?
I've missed like one.
I remember one week me saying to you, I've got something to tell you about the video, and you were like, what? You're not going to be in it again?
I did, yeah. I remember that. I was sassy that day.
You were very sassy. I liked it. But what did I say to you? Do you remember?
No.
I'd overtaken you in the table for the first time in about 3 months.
You were mocking me. I do remember. Yeah. Move on.
Yeah. Let's move on. Daniel's gone for a big Reading 1, Wigan. So if that comes through, I'll give you the money myself, Daniel. I really will. Hey up, lads. Sorry I haven't been here, but congrats on promotion from a Leeds fan. Oh my God. All this time I thought Charlie was a Burnley fan. I thought that was a Burnley player in the...
I thought that Charlie was a Burnley fan.
Who's the player then?
Nice to have him back, though. He's very nice to have him back.
Brilliant.
Who is the player? I don't know.
I don't know why I thought he was a Burnley player. I just looked at him and thought, Burnley player.
Yeah. Charlie Brown sounds Burnley-ish, doesn't it?
It definitely does. Definitely does. Can someone please tell us who that player is and if he's ever played for Burnley, please? Scott's just saying, no, Nick. No, with in life. Fair. That's what my wife says to me. So, yeah, anyway. Rutter. Everyone's going for Rutter. I still don't know who Rutter is, to be perfectly honest, Ollie.
He's the new signing that Leeds made in January. Spent loads of money on him. He's played about 20 minutes, I think.
Oh, yeah. Burnley player. Yeah, definitely. Now, let's move on. Let's talk about Sheffield United versus Preston North End. And I've gone for a 2-1 yet again. I see what you did here, Ollie. I think they're going to rest players, Blades. Not rest players, but give other players a chance. Maybe Koulibaly. Maybe Bash comes in at right centre back because Anel's missus has got to have a baby at some point. I feel like, is she actually pregnant? Because it's been going on for months. I think
they've just conceived, and honestly, like it's going to be a thing now for the rest of the time. No, I agree. I think we're going to make a lot of changes. I think Anel will drop out. I think we might see some of those old lads playing again, and it might be for some of them the last time we see them at Bramall Lane. You know, we're talking Fleck, Sharp, Basham, Norwood. All the ones who came on right at the end yesterday, I think will potentially start this game. And so I think that'll impact on the result. But I think we've still got the good feeling at Bramall Lane. We saw what happened when we got promoted in League One, when everybody was drunk every single game, and yet they just won them all anyway, because that's just what the United seemed to have about them at that time. So I don't think they'll lose, but I think it's just going to be a promotion party. I think the players will potentially be drunk. I think we'll make lots and lots of changes to the team. I think it's going to be a great day.
Yeah, I agree. I saw your 1-1 and I'm like, let's go for a Blades win. Stuff it. I think Preston are good though, and I think Preston will will smell blood, I think, to be honest, because teams do that once. Like we went to Burnley and Burnley weren't very good for the first kind of 15, 20 minutes. And you could see that they were a little bit jaded and we were well up for it until Wes got himself sent off. And then they were like, actually, let's pull his finger out and beat these. They've got 10 men. After the videos I've seen on social, a lot of players will be away with the fairies. You could say that. Sharp, 250th goal on Saturday. Do you know what, Ollie? Yeah. I'm going to say something right now. I would take a defeat to see Billy Sharp score his 250th goal. I said it. All right?
Give it 2-0 down, 90th minute. Billy scores his 250th, and we all go mental anyway.
Yes. Yeah, let's do that. Let's do that. Can we just agree that that's going to happen?
I mean, I'd still rather not lose. I mean, I'd like
Yes.
that to happen. Don't get me wrong, but I'd still rather not lose. Come on.
Yeah, true. Did you Skype Hal from the Wembley box and the Blades boardroom to say, wish you were here? No. Next up, Blades Ramble. Now, Preston won't turn us over. Illy's last home game. Can we block him? Is it possible to block him?
I was just going to say, I bumped into Blades Ramble yesterday. We had a nice chat in the toilets at Bramall Lane after we'd been celebrating promotion. And I was gonna shout him out and go, what a nice guy. Isn't it nice to bump into him? I've enjoyed seeing him at Bramall Lane the last 2 times I've been. But you know what? After that comment, no.
Stuff him. Get rid of him. Get rid of him. Get rid of that score. And let's move on to Stoke City versus QPR. I think this is a game where Stoke City get back to business and score 3 goals like they were doing every week a few weeks ago.
I hope so. QPR have properly mugged me off. Absolutely mugged me off. Week after week, they've mugged me off.
Whoever QPR play.
I don't know.
Do you not know?
Don't know. Don't understand the question, Nick.
No, you say whoever QPR play. That's what I'm going. That's
I know.
The banker.
Sorry, I wasn't. In that case, I misheard you. But I'm not bankering this. Not a cat and else chance because QPR just keep doing me in. So the reason for this is that I've said for weeks, whoever QPR play will be my banker, and then they've not lost, so they've got no points off the back of that. I did the Championship EFL debate podcast with Gab Sutton last week, and I went in so hard for about 15 minutes on how bad QPR are, how they're never going to get any more points, how they're going down. Since then, 4 points, and they've beat Burnley. And honestly, they've made me look an absolute fool. And so I just want them to lose now because, I need something to save my face.
Has he allowed you back on after that?
He is going to allow me back on, but I couldn't do yesterday, obviously, because I was distracted somewhere else. So I've not actually done another show since.
Well, yeah, I think that might tell you more than you need to know. Anyway, let's move on. Let's talk about Sunderland versus Watford. Battle. I'm going to say Battle of the FCs doesn't work because Sunderland's AFC. So Battle of the got a bit of red in their badges. I don't know.
Are we calling Sunderland's a bit of red? Is that what we're calling Sunderland's badge there? Just a bit of red?
There's a bit of red, there's a bit of black, there's a bit of gold, there's a bit of white, there's a bit of a lot of stuff. There's a bit of lions as well on there, or something. I don't know.
Yeah, that majority red badge, definitely a
black
bit of
cats.
Red. Yeah, they're black
the
cats.
They should, surely the cats. They look like lions to me.
Well, I mean, a lion's a big cat.
Or Battle of the Animals, the black cats against the mooses for some reason. Why Watford got a moose on the badge?
I don't know. The Hornets, aren't they?
Oh, no, it's not. No, that's... Yeah. No, it's not. It's not a deer. Is it a deer? Not a deer. They're antlers, aren't they? But what are they? It's not a moose. What is it? We'll find out afterwards. Somebody Google it. We're doing something right now. Somebody Google it. Put it in the comments and we'll have a chat about it. In the meantime,
really enjoyed that moment. Honestly, I really enjoyed that. Is it a deer? Is it a deer? It's a deer. Is it a deer? It's a deer.
They're antlers, aren't they? Antlers in it.
Antlers in it. Who knows?
Antlers in it. We've both gone for Sunderland to win by 2 clear goals. Chris Wilder not having a great time at Watford.
Having an absolute shocker, in all honesty. And obviously, with 2 games of the season left, Watford aren't going to get into the playoffs now. That's done. So it's unlikely that he's going to have any more than 2 games continuing as their manager. It's possible they win some games because it's Watford in it, and that's the kind of thing that they go out and do. But for me, Sunderland are a better team. Sunderland are a team who might make the playoffs in one of your early season shouts, which looks to be potentially coming good. And if they do that, with all the injuries they've had, with the strikers they've had missing, it'll be an incredible achievement for them. So, I'm backing them to continue keeping the good times going, and they'll be one of the teams in the playoffs.
Yeah, no one's telling us. Like, Wayne's gone with Watford or the Hornets. Yeah. We know that. But Hornets are insects.
Little bee things, aren't they?
Flying insects, like a wasp. That don't look like a wasp to me, mate. And the other thing I wanted to say is that Jamie Blades Ramble has gone for 2-0 Sunderland. Sorry, had to do it. to do it. Blade's giving Illiman non-alcoholic champagne for the. Oh, I love that. I love that. Yeah, Stuart's gone for a moose. Let's go for a moose and move on with our lives. And I will definitely be Googling that after this stream because nobody else can be bothered to Google it, Ollie. It's not on.
I love that.
It's not on.
It's very much like Sheffield United way, where you come for the important answers.
Where you
we
come.
found out who was in Charlie Brown's thing. We're going to tell you what's on Watford's badge. What a great time to be alive.
Come to Sheffield United way and we'll give you some homework to do. Yeah. That's what it is.
Where you do the research for us, that kind of thing.
Oh, right. West Bromwich Albion versus Norwich City. I don't know why I've gone for a Norwich win. I think it's just the fact that West Brom stuck in my brain from last night as not being great, to be honest. They were okay in the first half. I thought Jed Wallace's crossing was really good. He always found his man every single time. He was very, very dangerous down that right-hand side. And you know what? I really like Jed Wallace. And if we played a different formation, I'd like to see him at Bramall Lane, but we simply don't.
Agreed. I think he's an excellent player. I really, really like him. But I was disappointed overall by by West Brom, yesterday. I just thought overall they weren't particularly good. And defensively, that first goal, for example, it's just such stupid defending. And I just couldn't get my head around what it is they were doing. And then the second goal, I couldn't get my head around what they were doing. A red fallow, nice. Yeah. You do get the answer. See, there's always somebody who's
definitely Googled that. Always Charlie Brown. Charlie Brown does not know that.
Top man, Charlie Brown.
I'm saying, I'm calling it right now. So I appreciate you Googling that, Charlie Brown. Top man. I'll run through these quickly. Jimmy's gone for Baggies 2-0. Orich normal. I was going to say. Orich normal. We've had a good time. Clearly.
I think I told you before we started this, John. I think I had too much fun yesterday, and it's come down on me today, and I've been a little bit worse for wear, and I think it's showing in my performance.
I've just not had a lot of sleep, to be honest. I've not really drank too much. I've just not had a lot of sleep. Moose is representation of Hertfordshire. So Stuart's going against Charlie Brown? I don't know who to believe. Let's move on. Let's not do this in the comments. 1-0. Alessandro's gone for Battle of the Birds on the Badgers. Yeah, very good. I like that.
I'm a big fan of that.
I like that a lot. Very good, Lennon. Very, very good. 1-0. There's a few 1-0s. 2-1 West Brom. 3-1 Blades. Yep, they're not playing in this game. Would take John Swift. Absolutely agreed. But he was on the bench last night and he came on late, didn't he? I don't know why.
Yeah, it's a weird one because obviously we've been rumoured to be signing John Swift for about 4 years. So I feel as though if we were going to sign John Swift, we would have already signed him. This is a bit like Ricky Holmes, isn't it? Where we'll sign him and he'll play about 20 minutes and look rubbish.
Well, it was always Chris Wilder's target, wasn't he, John Swift?
Yeah.
So maybe Hecky's got other ideas. Just need to give a big shout out to Matt SB. Absolute legend. You are. This is the predictions guy. This is the predictions guy, Ole. Absolute legend. No problem. Thank you very much for wishing us congratulations on the promotion. We didn't do a lot, did we, Ollie, to be fair? But I appreciate that. We worked hard
for it, Nick. We worked so hard.
We work hard in a different way, don't we? By making silly jokes and saying Battle of the Cities. So, thank you very much. And hopefully Coventry do the business as well. Where are they in the league, Ollie?
Fifth.
There we go. Fifth. How are Coventry fit? Where's that? How's that happened?
To be honest, Coventry have come absolutely up on the burners after that terrible start. They've absolutely flown into the playoffs. Them and Sunderland look like being two could potentially be the ones who really take that stand for that last spot because they've come from nowhere and the only ones in any kind of form.
Right. Okay. I knew that they'd obviously flown up the league, but I thought they were in and around. I thought they were like 8th, 7th, 8th, 9th. Didn't realize they were in there. Love it. Love it. I'd like to see Cov back in the Premier League because, it's been a long time, hasn't it? When it were, Mustafa Hadji. This is way before your time, I'm sure. Burrows.
I remember Mustafa Hadji.
And Chippo. It was Chippo and Mustafa Hadji at the same time. Anyway, talking absolute nonsense. Let's move on. Pookie last game. Right, yeah.
Oh, of course.
Forgot about that. Wasn't thinking. Pookie's last game. There's surely another
one left. There's another one in there, yeah. So it'll be his last away game.
Penultimate game.
At home. Yeah, I assume they're at home last game of the season.
Yeah, they must be, surely.
Yeah, they've got Blackpool, and you'd fancy him to score at home against Blackpool last game of the season as his send-off, wouldn't you? We'll talk
Yeah,
about that next week, Nick.
you'd think so. Would you take Puke in the Premier League for the Blades? Past it a bit, innit?
Yeah, it just don't feel like the right time. It just don't feel like as well in terms of our system, how we play, what would suit him. Just not sure he'd be the right option for us. But obviously, he's going to go somewhere, and I'm sure he'll do a fantastic job wherever he does go, unless he goes back to Celtic because they still can't stand him.
Steven Gruzovic, what a shout. Paul Telfer. Do you know what? I'm now remembering the team that beat Coventry in 99, something like that, when we beat them on penalties.
I thought. Alan
Could
Kelly,
be 98. Could be 98. I've just flown past loads of comments, so apologise, guys. Apologies. Let's move on to talking about the next one, and it is Cardiff City versus Huddersfield Town. I've gone for a 2-1 Huddersfield win. You've gone for a 1-1. I think I was a little bit drunk still when I picked Huddersfield to win this game because Cardiff have been scoring goals recently. Cabba's been, I don't want to say banging him in, but he's certainly scoring a few goals recently. So this could be a Cardiff win.
This could be a Cardiff win, but obviously we've got to bear in mind that, you know, they've also got an extra game because Cardiff are playing tonight, which we may or may not come to at some point. Who knows? But yeah, so obviously with them playing tonight, it's then back-to-back really important games for them, playing Rotherham, playing Huddersfield. And I just don't think they're going to get maximum points out of those two games. I also know that it is raining currently in Sheffield. And so Cardiff might be getting like a real sense of deja vu. I wouldn't go 1-0 up too early if I were them because they'll be sending them back.
Yeah, that's true. That is very, very true. Jim's going for a 2. Yeah, Joachim does know. He does know that he's gone for the wrong scoreline. Yeah, Billy Jamble's gone for a 2-2. I'm just, now you've said that, I'm trying to find someone that's gone for a 2-1. No, nobody's gone for it. Nobody's gone for it. So close, Steve. So close. Look at all the Fitz Hall. One size fits all. Fair like that. Steve Staunton. We're just getting loads of Coventry ex-players in the comments. I love it. Next up, let's move on to Rotherham United versus Middlesbrough. And Middlesbrough can't be too far behind us because they were nearly overtaking us at one point, weren't they? They must be really, really close to us now.
Yeah. They're breathing right down our necks, to be honest. I'm not sure that we're going to handle the pressure because obviously they've got so much sort of skill, ability, and just so much quality up front that we've not got. They've got
Michael Carrick as the manager as well. Did you know that? Michael Carrick's Middlesbrough surely going to finish second.
Yeah, I think so. I think that's the only way to go. It's not going to matter because even if they were that close to us, they're going to lose to Rotherham anyway. So
Exactly. I was really, really disappointed with them against Luton, putting out a second string team pretty much.
Yeah,
Not disappointed in how they played. Disappointed in them putting a second string side out because making me. They've got to. They can't carry on putting second string players out. Surely it was just resting for one game because that's why I've gone for Middlesbrough in this one because I feel like you can't go into the playoffs off the back of your best players not playing any games of football.
Yeah, I know what you mean. You need to keep them fit. You need to make sure that they're still match fit, that they're still sort of really sharp to be able to go into the playoffs. You want players in form, ready to hit the ground running as soon as those games come along. But I think I understand why they would make changes and why they do rest. I think I'm still expecting them to probably rotate so that all of their first team will play in one of the next two games, but I don't think many of them are going to play both. So I think they'll be slightly second string, slightly first team. It'll be a bit of a hybrid 11. And they're a good side. Look, you know, we had a joke about Middlesbrough, obviously, at the start there because of all the doom mongering and the sort of positivity that was coming out there. But they're a very, very good team. And I would probably back them to go and win the playoffs, I think, if you were to ask me today. Obviously, we've talked about that Luton game where they got done by one of the worst dives I think I've seen in my life, which is an absolute shocker. So they'll feel a little bit hard done to that even their second string weren't able to get a point from Luton, which would be a massive result for them. But Rotherham are going to be fighting for their lives. They've got a lot to play for at this stage. And I think if Middlesbrough are going to be... Everyone wants to tell us about Watford. I like that, though. That's what I like to know.
And I believe this guy the most. No offense to everybody else, but this guy has a Watford badge
Yeah.
So he must know. I wonder if Chris Wilder knows. He better have done his research before he joined Watford.
He probably did the same as us. He probably was just on a live stream and was like, "What the hell is this animal? Can someone let me know?"
Absolutely not. I think we need to move on. I really do, because this is a long one, but we've had a good
This has
time.
been
We're having a
long.
good time. I've gone for the same score again. I've gone for the same score in 4 games in a row. I've gone for a 2.
Have you done it again, Nick, where you've just gone 2-1,
No.
2-1, 2-1? You're going to ask me at the end, what have I done this time? And it's going to be the same bloody joke.
Well, I wouldn't have brought it up, would I? Let's be honest. No, I've gone for 2-1 to the away side in the last 4 games, and I did not realise it. I've gone for a 2-1 Luton winning this game. I think Luton need to just keep on winning, and it just breeds confidence, and they'll just take that into the final of the playoffs, you might say, because I think that Luton will get there. I think it'll be a Luton-Middlesbrough final, and if there's anything other than that, I think something big must have happened.
Yeah, it's an interesting one. I think Luton in particular are one of them that's going to need the momentum. They're going to need to be able to just keep on rolling and keep the good times coming, because if they do hit a bad patch, I don't think that they've quite got that same... In fact, I'm just being disrespectful. Everyone's been disrespectful to Luton all season, and I was about to fall into exactly the same thing. And I apologise, because it's absolute nonsense. Luton are a very good team, and to be honest, none of that matters. You're right. They'll probably be in the final, because if they don't get there, it will be a real upset by whoever knocks them out in the semis. But for this one, I think now that they can't catch United, they might be another team who make a few changes, do a little bit of rotation. I think as well, Blackburn aren't the easiest team to play against, particularly at home. Blackburn are a decent side, but also I don't think this result really helps them. I think if they do draw this game, as I'm predicting, that might be the end of their real playoff chase, because they'll be the massive underdogs on the last game of the season.
Yep. Completely agree, mate. Completely agree. And Johnny is in very, very late. He's laughing at something. Something must have tickled him. But we are on our last game. It's Rotherham again, Ollie. Why is it Rotherham again?
It's the bonus game, because as we referenced before, Rotherham are playing Cardiff tonight. This is a rearranged game from a while ago when it was rained off, and when Rotherham just cancelled the game when they were losing 1-0, because they thought, tell you what, we don't want to lose this one if we can avoid it. So we thought we'd throw in a bonus prediction and let you know what we thought might be tonight's result. And you're looking at me now, Nick, as if to say, what are you talking about?
No, I'm looking at you saying, why did you put Rotherham Cardiff right at the end of your message? Because I was thinking that Rotherham Cardiff was after all these. So that was silly. We should have put this right at the start. But anyway, it's in your mind, and you can wait for the result or watch it tonight. So that's what Ollie did. I see what you did. I enjoyed it.
Yeah, after you'd told me off for it. That's fine. Whatever, Nick. What you're doing, well, this is why I'm doing it. No, yeah, for me, this is a difficult game. I think we'll probably end up in a similar situation. I think Cardiff will try and use this as motivation. They'll really try and come at this game and say, you know what, we got cheated last time. We really want to go out, make a statement and win this game. But I just don't fancy them. I think this will be, if Cardiff end up getting relegated, I don't think they will at this stage, but if they do, I think this will be a really, really controversial thing that bubbles over all summer, with them complaining about this moment and this result, because I don't think they're going to get the win that they were on track for.
Well, there you go. I think Rotherham are going to win this game. No problem at all. Loads of other fans are too, except for Wayne. Wayne is not wearing that. Mike 2-2. Richard going for a 2-0 Millers win. Another one from Blades Ramble there. He's gone for a 1-0. Another Rotherham. There we go. Jobs are good. And I think we are done, mate. We are completely done. Other than, what is your banker, sir?
Ooh, good.
You forgot about this, didn't
you? I didn't forget to say I forgot.
While Ollie's thinking about it, let us know in the comments who you are going for as your banker. I'm giving you a bit of time here, Ollie. Keep thinking.
Yeah, I'm going to go. Banker? I'm going Reading. Reading at home to Wigan is my banker.
Okay.
It's a controversial banker, but that's my banker.
Fair enough. I'm going to go for Rotherham, because then I get 2 bankers. I think that's probably a good idea.
I think we probably need to clarify which Rotherham you mean there, Nick. Because
I'm talking about Rotherham United that play in the Championship, Ollie, because they played twice. Did you not think of that stipulation?
No. No, I didn't. I don't like
Good,
it.
mate. Loophole,
Don't
not
like it.
stipulation, loophole. I've gone for it. You can't take
Do you
it
know
back
what?
saying.
I don't think they're going to win either game. So
I'm only joking because I can't go for him in this game because it's Middlesbrough that I've gone for.
yeah, you have as well.
I'm gonna go for Sunderland to beat Watford. That's what I'm gonna go for. Big up
Ooh.
the Sunderland boys. Big up the Sunderland massive. They
Tell you
gave us
what.
6 points this season, so we love them.
Yeah, I tell you what. If Stoke beat QPR 2-1, I'm going to be absolutely raging. Absolutely raging.
Which one are you going for? Did you go for Reading?
I'm going for Reading Wigan.
There we go. You're going
what I've
for
gone
Reading
for.
Wigan. It's not official until I put it on screen. So there we go. All done. Oh, come on, guys. 9 likes. What is going on? Get those thumbs up on Facebook, on Twitch, which nobody ever watches it on, and YouTube. Please do it now. Yeah. Anyway, I'm going to quickly pop up on screen all the bankers. Blades banker, Wayne, you're off your head, mate. Danny agreed with Jimmy. Luton, just thumbs up. There we go. That's not how you like the video, though. That's just a comment with a thumbs up. So make sure you do the like. Yeah. Anyway, I think we've had a lot of fun tonight. We've done 40-minute stream, Ollie. If this doesn't hit 1,000 views, I don't know. We might as well pack up and go home. Well, after we've done the next one.
Yeah. One more to go. And hopefully everybody will be joining us for the last one because it'll be a sad goodbye to championship predictions for at least 12 months.
For 12 months, exactly. I didn't say that, though. Anyway, thanks for watching. Thank you for being here. As always, Ollie, you've got 2 weeks to overtake me. Will he do it? Nope.